Welcome back, everyone. It's Caleb, and we're back with Red Racing Industries with episode 64 of racing every single track and every single car inside of Gran Turismo 7. Now, what we're going to do is we're just going to go ahead and dive right in. Let's go ahead and dive right in to episode 64 of racing every single track and every single car inside of Gran Turismo 7. Now, frankly, I can't even remember how much further we have to go before we hit the next vehicle. Let's kind of see real quick, make this episode just a little bit longer because I believe we're going to be doing, I don't know, east end reverse or something. Let's see. West end. Yeah, east reverse, and they'll do west reverse. Okay. So we have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Whew. Okay, we're going to count through these 9. 10, 11. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. And feel free to skip through all this. 18, 19. Oh. 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. Even though those, 26, okay. Goodness. 27, 28. So, no. I've done Spa. Yeah, so 26. 27, 28. 29, 30, 31, 32. Whew, my goodness. This one's new. 39, if I'm not mistaken. Just grief. 40, 41, if I'm counting correctly. 42, 43. 44, 45, and that's a newer one, I believe. 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, and 62. Goodness grief, we're only halfway done with the first car. That is ridiculous. Okay, now that I've spent a few minutes going over that, let me go back. My goodness. Let's get back into it. Let's get actually racing. Autodrome Lago Maggiore and east reverse is where we're going. So let's get into it. Now, of course, we're about 120 or so variations, but when we go to this next section of cars, we're not going to have the option for snow tires or dirt tires. So it's just going to be, softs or whatever the cart gets, which I think is just some tires. So it will shrink a little bit per car, which is unfortunate because I would love to kart off-road. Now, if that changes in an update, by the time we get to it, then we'll adapt. But for the most part, I'm not expecting it. I have heard that there's a new update coming, but I don't know if it was rumored or not. Or if I just saw something else. Because we've got a lot of games supposedly coming out this year. Now, we're focusing on a lot of the racing, but like for leisure play, Forza Horizon 6, expecting in maybe May. We'll see. And then GTA 6, as its continuous delayment in production. It's supposed to be May of this year, and then it might be November of this year of 2026. And I mean, we've already got a lot to do before then, but I can't wait for both of them to come out because Forza Horizon 6 is supposed to have the FL5 in it, which I've mentioned before. And speaking of mentioning before, I forgot to mention it in the last episode. And so therefore, I will mention it in this episode probably a few times. the Porsche 944. That's something Forza Horizon has, at least the turbo, and Gran Turismo does not. Now, I think it's a good idea. I remember when Gran Turismo brought out the FL5 and Forza didn't have it. And I'm like, why not? It is an amazing car. It fits the game. It's perfect. Even this racing game's got it in it. Now they're adding it. So I feel like it's time for Gran Turismo to add the Porsche 944. Strictly because I want it. That's it. Only reason. But I'm sure there's plenty of other people that play this game that also want it. So see, now I'm making a bigger deal about it. I just think it'd be cool. Even though this is just more like fun, leisure, arcade-ish, which realistic in a lot of ways, but iRacing's got a lot more into it. Now this is a lot more affordable in terms of practicing. We're getting around this track. It's taking a few minutes, but we're doing it. But yeah, I mean, I think we need the Porsche 944 in Gran Turismo. So we have both of our cars that we've had and have in the game. Now, would I want the FL5 Type R in iRacing? Probably not, to be honest with you. That's just my personal opinion. It'd be awesome. It'd be cool. But at the same time, not what I'm training for with iRacing. Now, in order to climb the ranks of the iRating system, I do have to race the BMW M2 CS and the MX-5 Miata. And that's going to take some time. I've only done a few races. I'm increasing slowly, but I'm still figuring it out. But in the meantime, I am definitely doing my own thing with the GT3 and Cup cars in order to still gain some of that experience I need. Yeah, we're closing that gap to P1 even closer this time. R34? We're gonna find out. Oh, he's gaining on us. And so's the Lamborghini Gallardo. As always, I can catch up in the corners. Maybe not the straights. Oh, Murcielago. I'm sorry. Oh. Oh. That wouldn't have been good. Come on. Ah, yes. GTR in one. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. Let's go. Got P1, baby. P1. Perfect. That's how we ended off. And to make more big of a deal about it, let's get that portion. Anyway, that ends episode 64. Racing every single track and every single car inside of Gran Turismo 7. As always, I want to say thank y'all again for watching. I do want to appreciate you and all the support you do provide for me. We just hit 100 subscribers, so that is awesome. Huge congratulations there for all of us and me. Appreciate it. Other than that, I'll see y'all on the next video.